It's cringe when people behave that way. It's this is a bit cringe. I can't. Oh, right, that pisses me off. It really effing annoys me. Sorry. Hello friends, how are you? I hope that you're very, very well. Sorry I look like a giant egg. I didn't want to wash my hair today, so I didn't. And this is what we have instead, so sorry I look like an egg. Anyway, I hope that you're well. I hope you've been having a great January. Started off okay. I feel like I'm over the new year, new me vibe. I'm like new year, same old crap vibe now. But anywho, I just thought that today I would share the things I hate about musical theatre, because that's a positive thing to put on the internet. It goes without saying, I love musicals. If you're new here, hi, I'm Amy. I love musicals, especially these three. And I also love Hamilton and your basic bitch musicals, and I'm not ashamed of it. So much so that I've actually started a TikTok account. I know, who am I? A loser is who I am, because I feel terribly uncool compared to everybody else on there. So, right, I'm really losing track of what I'm saying. I thought I would share the things I hate about musical theatre, just because I was watching a video and someone was like, I hate this, and I was like, oh, I hate that too, and I hate so many things, so I'm gonna share them. But as I say, I do love musicals, and it's not always things I hate, I promise. I don't always look like an egg, I don't always hate things. Something that annoys me in musical theatre is bad accents. It is something that I'm sorry, I just can't get over. I went to see a really famous person in a show in London, and they're known for being a singer, and they weren't like trained in musical theatre. Now they get cast in musicals all the time, and I went and I was like, this will be interesting to see this person. And oh my god, they could not do an American accent whatsoever. I mean, it was more English than American, and it's a show set in America, obviously. It just grinds my gears. I'm sorry. Do you know what? If somebody's got a really bad accent, I can't see past it. I know it's really bad. I find it really difficult to like suspend disbelief and believe them as a character if their accent is really bad. And I know that's really bad of me as an audience member, but I can't help the way I feel. I hate overtures. Sorry. Especially Act 2 overtures. Oh my goodness, just get on with it. It's perfectly nice, but I also just think, get on with it. Do you know what I mean? It low-key really annoys me when I see a show and there's like a 5-minute overture. I'm like, I could have been having a wee. I could have been getting another glass of wine. I know that like you're there for the orchestra and the orchestrations and to hear it beautifully and just let your ears hear it. But I don't know, I hate overtures. I'm really sorry. They just bother me. I don't want a little sneak peek of everything that's to come. I don't want it. I hate it when audiences automatically stand up. I think a standing ovation is like a great thing. And I think you should stand up when you are moved so much that you think, my god, this deserves extra recognition. I feel like now, if you sit and clap for a performance, that's like saying that it wasn't very good. I'm not saying it wasn't very good if I'm sitting down. I feel like it's lost its worth. Does that make sense? I went to go and see a show with one of my friends, and they were sat next to me. In the interval, they were like, oh god, I think this is a bit crap. And I was like, I know. And we were both not feeling it at all. End of the show, stands up, and I was like, wow. When they've just slagged off a show for the last 2 hours. It's nice as a performer when you get a standing ovation, but I don't know. I feel like it's just given for everything, so it's not special anymore. And in turn, when you then don't get a standing ovation, it's like, oh god, we must have been crap. No, it's not that it's crap. It's that it's not so overwhelming that it makes you rise to your feet. I don't know, it annoys me. Yeah. My next one is similar. So it's an audience issue that I have. I notice it a lot more when I've seen Broadway shows than in the UK, but when people cheer in the middle of a song, it really effing annoys me. I haven't gone to the show to hear everyone around me screaming. I've gone to hear that person on the stage sing amazingly. If they're doing like a long high belt, I want to hear how they're blending it, a clear tone into like how much vibrato they're using. And that, like, I go to the theatre to see the work that people put in, and that is the thing that excites me about theatre, is seeing people's technique and the skills they're using and the intricacies of it rather than like the overall scale. That's why I like to sit really close and stuff. Great example is is when I went to see The Prom. Caitlin Kinnunen was singing Just Breathe. Her last note, she's singing it away, and basically as soon as she hits the note, everyone around starts cheering and screaming. I'm like, I can't even hear her anymore. I can't. Oh, right, that pisses me off. Something else I hate in musicals is when there's like a pause for when the lead actor comes on so that it gives the audience the opportunity to clap them. Oh, it bothers me so much. Like in Wicked, you know when Elphaba runs down to the front of the stage and stands there for a second and it's like, woo, Elphaba. I think it's really like unnecessary. Maybe I'm too strict. Maybe I just hate the general public. Like, I think it's great to show your appreciation for someone, but I hate when it's like choreographed and directed so that the lead character can have their moment before they've done anything to be clapped. I don't know, it kind of annoys me. Like in Dreamgirls, there's a bit where they're all coming on and then Effie comes up and like stands there and it's like, ooh, everybody clap Amber Riley. And it's like, yeah, I want to clap Amber Riley because I love her. I can't wait to see her in Dreamgirls, but I don't feel like I need to do that before she's come on, you know? I don't know, it annoys me. Okay, something that bothers me is when the cast have to change the scene to like a bit of music. So a great example of this is in 9 to 5. They do it loads. So after like every scene, the cast come on in their like 80s work suits and they're like moving the tables. Did I explain that? I understand that sometimes the cast have to change set, and I think if it's done in a way that kind of makes sense, I think it's a very difficult thing to do as a director, but if the cast have to do it, they should try and not make it like,
this is an extra dance routine while I'm moving this chair.
Here I'm doing a fan kick and I'm moving this table.
This is a bit cringe. Something that annoys me is needless reprises. I went to see this musical and honest to God, they had the same song 5 times. 5! That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the same show. Is there a need for that? I think a reprise can work really well if the theming of the show makes sense and it's kind of like with the foreshadowing, and I think they can work really, really well. But sometimes I'm like, have you just not got enough music written and you just recycling it? And it annoys me. And it also annoys me when people call it a reprise, because you can reprise a role, but a repeated passage of music is a reprise. Please. I don't want people in the comments saying it's a reprise. It's not. Sorry about it. Am I coming across really angry? I hope I'm not. Something that bothers me about musicals is some of the fans. There's a real gatekeeperiness that really pisses me off. Or like a real know-it-all vibe, which is just like, it's not nice. The thing that I love most about musical theatre is what a great community it is, but there's always, in every single fandom of each show, there's always a group who are quite vocal and not very nice. And it's in every show, and it's sad. I don't like it. I think it's the big-headedness that like annoys me over others, like the privilege of like people seeing shows all the time and being like, well, I've seen the show 15 times, so like I'm a bigger fan than you. It doesn't matter who is a bigger fan, or even if there is such a thing as being a bigger fan. It's cringe when people behave that way, and it's not very nice. Maybe we should be nicer to people. I just think like, oh, if somebody gets something wrong, don't be like,
I think you mean this, ha ha ha!
ooh, that's not nice on you. Can we all stop going on the offensive? And then finally, my thing that annoys me in musicals is when they try and convey teen speak in a song. A great example of this is in Freaky Friday, when she goes, I'm like, totally, thanks.
I'm like, totally, thanks.
Can you, I mean, really? It's, I love Freaky Friday. I think it's a very underrated show. Maybe people speak like that, but that shouldn't be put into music. Like, I say like way too much. It would be very strange if somebody wrote a musical, you know, if someday in the future they write Amy Lovatt the musical, and it's just a lot of,
I'm like totally like loving the musicals.
like, see, I can't stop it. Not good. Musicals should sound like words that people use and the general vernacular, but I think using things like totally, think, I don't know, it's a bit, Cringe. Anyway, they're just a few of the things that I hate in musical theatre. I hope you don't think I'm a dick. And I hope if you're one of those people who is gatekeepery about shows that you like, or is like snobby or big-headed with people who aren't as well off as you, able to get to London or New York or wherever to see shows as much as you, or just like new to the community or new to theatre and taking a little bit more time, I hope this has maybe got through to you at all. It would be nice if we could try to have a more positive way of speaking with each other rather than always with anger. I know this is on a video where I said about things that I hate, but anywho, a very confused message to you all today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you hate in musical theatre. I love you lots. I'll see you soon. Bye. I myself am strange and unusual.